I love Japanese food. I mean, it's not just hydrated or dehydrated noodles and sushi all the time. It's so many more, and I could probably take about an hour talking about all the food. Probably get really bored, but what I love about Japanese food is that it really uses everything they have around them. Because Japan is a very mountainous island. It's not super fertile in the sense that there's not a whole lot of places to plant stuff. So what they use is what they got. They don't use too many extravagant things that may not be common. They use very common things in their food. But of course, sushi is amazing, and ramen is just a totally another story when you go to Japan. It's not none of this heat up in the microwave kind of thing. It's fresh made noodles with fresh broth. So good. And Sapporo has miso ramen, which is the best ramen there is, in my opinion. I can't really explain what miso is in English. It's just miso. It's kind of soybean. Anyway. But other things that they have there, what's unique with maybe talk about ramen again. What's unique with Sapporo ramen is that they add corn and butter, which is not a normal ingredient to another ramen in Japan. So a lot of tourists from around Japan will go to Sapporo and they have to have corn and butter in it because that's what Sapporo does. Also, I talked about this, but squid. There's a lot of squid, especially in the lower areas, and they use that a lot. Very good. I love squid. It's chewy, but not as chewy as octopus. I mean, you got the classic things that missionaries cook. You have curry, yakisoba, which is like stir-fried noodles, mapo which is a Chinese tofu dish, fried rice, trying to think what else. Gyozas. Oh, I love gyoza. Like pot stickers. What else did we cook? We cooked a lot, actually. At least when, if you were my companion, it would have cooked a lot. I think those are like the main ingredients or main dishes we cooked, because they were simple but very, very good, and I really enjoyed them. Whenever you go to a member's house, which I'll be honest is not often, but when it does happen, they treat you like kings. I remember one member, they just had all this sashimi all over the place. And sashimi is like sushi, except just without the rice. It's all over the place, and just missionaries are like, go for it, just eat as much as you can, and we took them up on that. But what also got me is when you have members who they weren't really planning on having missionaries, but the missionaries had to be there. Like, oh, come in, we'll feed you. And then you get to experience what a real Japanese home is. Not like how most members do. They have to have an amazing meal for the elders, but they weren't expecting us, so it's just a normal Japanese dinner. And you'd have things like, you have curry, but you also have just straight up fried fish, not battered, but just grilled or just fried. And it's just so interesting to experience that, because I would never experience that before. I don't really tend to eat fish heads all the time, but hey, those eyeballs, they're pretty good. I've heard they're the best part, like the healthiest part, so I don't know if that's true, but I also have miso soup, soybeans, but those are probably my favorite. Now, food that is kind of bad, this thing called natto. Natto is fermented soybeans, and I don't know who thought of it. I feel like someone left the soybeans outside for a few weeks and they remembered it, and then they took it out, just kind of played with it. Oh, seems legit. Just ate it. This is great. We should put it on rice and toast. Put a raw egg on it. Be great. I don't mind it. I can eat it. The smell is horrible. It's just throwing like a dirty diaper in a dumpster, living there for a few weeks, and then coming back. Yeah, it's basically how it smells, but it doesn't taste too bad. I don't know who would have thought smelling that and I'll put that in my mouth. Oyakodon. This is a good dish, not a bad dish. Oyakodon is where you take egg and chicken and you cook it in like a soy sauce kind of broth and you put it over rice. It literally means parent meets child in a bowl. So I love that. But it's really good. It's really easy to make. If you ever want some, just come by my place. I'll make it for you. But it's really good. Some of the candy they have there, this thing called Black Thunder. Black Thunder is worth more than gold. It's only well, it's not that expensive. It's only 32 cents comparatively. But it is so good. You could get someone in Japan to do anything with Black Thunder. It's like, will you listen to our message? Nah. Will you do it for a Black Thunder? Maybe. We do it for 2? Yes. But it's so good. Love it. Imagine taking a Oreo cookie, crumbling it up, and then spreading amazing chocolate on it, and you have a chocolate bar. Then eating it, then going to heaven. That's Black Thunder. It's super good, and they're supposed to be bringing it to America, so be excited for that. Of course, you have Haichu. That's really common candy. You have Pocky, which is the pencil covered chocolate sticks. You have those. But you also have amazing bread. Like they like their bread, but not wheat. It's all sweet bread. So there's one called melon pan. I don't know why they call it melon pan, because I guess it's supposed to taste like a melon, but it just tastes like really sweet bread. It's really good. You also have anpan. Anpan is bread with a filling, and this filling is red bean paste, anko, and it's sweet beans. So it's not like, don't think like kidney beans or anything like that. It's very sweet. A lot of Americans or foreigners don't really like it. They think it's gross. I really do. It's really good. You have to give it a chance. Oh man, now I'm getting hungry. Drinks, you have CC Lemon, which supposedly has 70 lemons worth of vitamin C in it, supposedly. Mitsuya Cider, which is kind of like a Sprite drink. It's really good. Aquarius, it's the Japanese Gatorade, but it doesn't taste like Gatorade. It's just a sports drink. Oh man, there's so many good things. But I'll leave it there for you to find out. You'll find out.